Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Where the Heck Are the Albans? And where the heck are the Albans? We are in a place called Harvest Cove. Um, it is in Central America. But today, people went all over the place. So Becky, Melody, and who else?
Emmy and Alex.
Emmy and Alex, they all went on a river, an eco river tour. Basically bird watching and learning all about the different species around here. Vivi and I are about to go on a glass bottom boat. And we're going to go with Jeannie and Dale and Lisa and the kids. And Gant, Aaron, and the boys, they are going snorkeling today. So everybody's doing a little bit of something different today. Harvest Cove. It says, what does it say here? Enjoy the beautiful white sands of Caribbean's premier resort-style destination. So we're looking forward to this. Basically, what we'll do is we'll turn on the camera again when we get to our destination. It's about 11:15 right now. We have to meet everybody on the dock at 11:45, so we got about a half an hour. So we thought we'd go ahead and just do our opening. But I wanted to show you everybody something too. Check this out. Some people were asking about this, and I'm going to give you the answer right now. Every day you get, on Norwegian Cruise Line at least, you get this thing. It's called the Freestyle Daily. And it tells you what day it is, basically where you're at, and things to do, the highlights like big screens, Sudoku challenge, a good morning trivia, and they give you all the times. They got a movie in the big theater, the Hangman challenge. Today they're doing a big emergency drill for the crew, so they're going to be all set. But inside here, and like I said, you get this daily. They give you the night's entertainment, special events that are happening, savings at the stores and things like that, but they give you a full rundown on the calendar. So anybody that's never been on a cruise before, this shows you everything that is going on morning, afternoon, and night. And they will show you what is happening, where it's happening, and the time that it is happening. And every night there is a different drink. If you're into drinking, this tonight is 66 by Norwegian, inspired by our birth year and a decade unlike any other. Our line of beverages speak to the creative innovation and exploration of the 1960s. That is synonymous with Norwegian. So discover our drink line at any specialty bar. These are very informative. You got your dining options, the complimentary dining for morning, noon, and dinner, and then the specialty dining where there's a charge might apply. And hours of operation, all the bar services, the attractions, the guest services, and so forth. So it's also ladies' night out. So anything special going on, things like that, these are really do come in handy. So I just wanted to show everybody that, and it's also on your TV screens as well. You can turn on the channel for the TV, and it will let you know what's going on. So everything that I have filmed so far, up to day 3, it's going to be right there on my computer. I'm downloading everything right now, so I can get ready to edit everything for your viewing pleasure. So we'll let you know when we get to where we're going, and I'll turn the camera back on and show you everything. Okay? See you then. All right, so we just got off the ship, and we have got a 15-minute walk ahead of us up this pier. So here we go. Look at this. This is our welcome to Belize sign, and there's our two former or official welcomers, Quentin and Brooklyn.
Oh, that's just her.
So one thing I forgot to mention, we are in Harvest Cobb, but it is part of Belize. So I think I just forgot to say Belize, right? Yeah. So we are in Belize, but we are in Harvest Cobb. So, and look, we got Jeannie and Quentin over there. Look at that. That's right. We got Lisa. There's Brooklyn and Dale. There we go. So this is our group today. So, and Vivi. You already saw her this morning, though. All right, so once we get on the boat, I'll turn the camera back on and show you what everything's all about. So there's our ship coming in right now. It's called the Above and Below. And we're about to get on it. Woohoo! All right. From here we get to see pea soup. I'm hoping they turn on those fans.
Yeah.
But this is our glass bottom boat. And looks like a big washing machine.
Visibility of what we're about to see. So ladies and gents, we have our corals right below the boat, whereby we have two types of corals, the soft corals and the hard corals. When it comes to soft corals, everything you see like plants there, they're called soft corals. The hard ones are the ones that look like this one here, like rocks, okay? So we have coral reef with, there are some corals that has color, especially on the sunlight. You're going to see like blue, a little bit of purple, a little bit of orange, and brown. And of course the brain coral is white in color. Alright? So there we have the fish there. Alright? There's some time during the day that it seems like the fish do have a meeting together and that they chooses to go on one restaurant whereby they would be feeding, meaning that they go on some areas within this reef where there's rich variety of corals, and there are some places where you can have one or two corals. Alright? Then it turns to like that one there. You see this all covered with algae, but it turns a little bit brown, right? And when it's choppy out here, you're gonna see numbers of jellies coming in. Alright, the moon jelly would be around here, and that's not a good thing to have in the water, especially for snorkelers. You know, that can sting you, and it can burn your skin for days or weeks, right? Some people say they use vinegar, but some say they pee on it. All right? Yeah. So the older they get, the fish play around them. It actually makes a little like tunnel-like, and then by the movements of the fish fins and the tail, all right, it creates like a little hole, and from there on, if it's like 50 or 60 years, then it has a little hole where the fish itself can be protected. Yeah, it's actually their home. Because it's like 10:30 equator, going to 12, the sun is right above, all right? And you cannot really see as what we're seeing right now. There we go. Oh. So these ones here, we're going to have algae on them. The sea ones. There's another one that all the way down there. Right under this coral right here, there's a number of fish right here. They're like all inside, right? They go inside. Yeah? Oh yeah, there's a fish on it.
He's gonna die.
Gonna show. Alright, so this is a queen comb, but this one here is empty, alright? But this is how they can grow. Alright, and of course when it's alive, all of this is pretty shiny. Alright? But now there's nothing in there, and it actually creates a hole right here. You know what this can do? This can call someone about a mile away from me. Simply, yeah, you blow it, alright? But you place your finger in there and you blow it. But a hard blow, not a slow, alright? You gotta have the strength for it, okay? Okay. Algae is growing on. Just want to take a look. But it seems like it's pretty shy today.
Look at that. No.
In my community, if there's an emergency, that is what the leader or the mayor of the community will blow. So if it's heavy. If someone blows this, like just by jumping around or playing around, and if the mayor finds out that there's nothing going on, because that's the lie. Once someone blows this thing here, everyone is gonna directly go for that. So if that guy is playing around, he will be locked up in cell for 2 days.
Really?
By doing
Really?
Fake call.
right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you catch what he just said? Well, I'm going to give you my honest review about this glass bottom boat. What he just said was he had a conch shell, and he was telling everybody about how you could blow into it. It could be heard like 1.5 miles away if it's done correctly. He dived down and got this thing and brought it back up. And we're in a coral reef. Okay, it's one of the largest coral reefs in the world. So he got this and he handed it to children. And there's about a total of about maybe 25, 30 people on this boat. He passed it to some kids, and the kid we brought it all the way around. When it got to me, I pretended like I was going to blow into it. I grabbed it and I went, oh, and I went, no, just kidding. Well, it got a laugh. You've heard it, okay? And then I passed it on down. He gets it back, and then he decides to tell everybody at that time, not before he passes it around, but he's glad that nobody dropped it because it's part of the coral reef, and the fine would have been $10,000 if it broke. Just in case you were playing with it or anything like that, and don't even pretend to blow into it. If there was a cop there or an authority figure, I would have spent 2 days in jail just for doing that. Why don't you tell this before you start passing it around to people? I mean, what an idiotic thing I've ever heard. So from the get-go, just letting you all know, we were supposed to leave at 12 noon. The driver of the boat and the tour guide all of a sudden just disappeared after they brought a tour back. And then we see them about 15 minutes later. They're carrying styrofoam lunch containers. They went to a restaurant or something, got lunch. Now that's fine. I don't mind that. But then they spent probably about 10 minutes eating. And then they came up to us and said, oh, there's something wrong with the boat, and we just need to get it checked out. And so they went out and they turned right. And then about 5 minutes later, we see them go by, and they pass us right by, and they go left. And they are gone for almost a half an hour. It turns out the boat just needed some gas. So they went one place, and that place was out of gas, so they had to go to a different place. So we are now starting our tour of the coral reef 1 hour late. It's supposed to be a total of a 3-hour tour. They finally get us on board. They drive us out. The water is so green out there, all right, as you could see. And I know you can't control wildlife. You can't control fish and things like that and what you're seeing. But they took us out, and the brochures, are all bright and shiny, the coral reefs with the different colors and things like that, and all these different wildlife, the fish and the dolphins and the manatees and all this kind of stuff. And he kept doing this thing where he'd go, oh, there's a fish, and he'd point down, and everybody would be looking, and we'd be going, where? There's no fish down there. And he'd go, oh, you just missed it. I just saw it, and it went underneath the coral. Come on. He must have did that about 10 times. And then we wound up leaving early and getting back because of all the lateness. We only had 2 hours. So we got gypped out of 1 full hour. We did complain. But NCL, this is sponsored by NCL, and nobody gave us any money back. All we got was, well, thank you for letting us know, so we can, we'll know, more what to do in the future and how to satisfy our customers and stuff like that. Now, I do believe Jeannie did get some money back. She complained a little more than others. But because these things were like $125 per ticket, so just for me and Vivi to go, it was like $250, and so that's expensive for what we got. So I took almost the full 2 hours of video, and you got to see the best of it, which was, I think I showed you maybe about 7 minutes of it. So and that was the best stuff. All right. So if you are going to go to Belize and you are going to take the glass bottom boat tour, I do not recommend it. At least not from the company that we were with, and it just so. But so I'm going to go ahead and go back to the video. I'm going to give you an interesting fact about the glass bottom boat that I found enjoyable, a nice little fact, and then we're going to just take a little trip through the little town there and see a couple little sculptures and things of hand carved iguanas and things that are huge, and toucans and things like that, but they're all carved out of trees with like chainsaws and stuff like that. They're pretty cool. So, but that was my review of the glass bottom boat. Don't do it. So something we learned about this is if this glass broke or completely fell out, we would not sink. because this is actually a pontoon boat. I just don't think he could drive as fast coming back, but that's the good news, is if this thing fell out, we would never sink. So this little village here, this is a little shopping area. Once you get it right off the glass bottom boat, it's right here by the pier, and we go back to the ship that way. And this is oh, look at Vivi's new glasses. She just bought those. And yeah, they got all sorts of little t-shirt shops and eyeglass stores and all sorts of stuff like that. So this is it's really nice. So look at this big iguana. It looks like carved out of a tree. That's pretty cool. And over here they have a little wildlife experience. And they got a big boa constrictor in there and some butterflies.
Nope.
Ah! Vivi is petrified of butterflies. But there's a, what is this? It's like a cougar or something. Or that's pretty neat. Oh man, I just want to stand in this mist. I got this, like, these misters. Look at this. They got a big toucan. I had one of these on my head yesterday. There's a great shot of the ship. That sucker is big, I must say. The Norwegian Joy. It's beautiful. So I think that was one of my first really bad reviews. I may have only have like 2 or 3 out of all the things we've ever seen. So, but you know, just buyer beware on some of these things. And that's going to do it for today. So if you liked what you see, even though I gave a bad review, give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below. Keep it safe, keep it sexy. We are going to discontinue our P.O. box. So last year, of all of last year, we got 2 cards. And that was it. And the last one we got was, I believe it was for St. Patrick's Day of last March. And that was the last thing we got. So no more P.O. box. So you will not see our P.O. box listed anymore. Also, if you want to see where the Albans have been, where the heck have the Albans been? I will post that link down below in the description. And Davey Sitter, one of our subscribers, always does a great job updating it as these videos come out. She pops another, you know, location in there, and you can always see where we've been all over the world. So check that out. That's a kind of a fun thing. I was just playing around with it the other day, and man, I didn't realize all the places that, you know, you forget over the, you know, the last few years of where we've been and things like that. And it was just kind of fun to reminisce and check that kind of stuff out. And it also gave me an idea of how hard she works on this thing. So there is so much information on that map. So it's pretty cool. Check it out. So that's it. And we will see you guys next time on Where the Heck Are the Albans? Next time we'll be in Mexico. All right. See you then. Bye-bye, everyone.